Hey guys, and welcome back to Mad About Skin. In today's video, we are talking the 3 most overhyped products from The Ordinary and the 3 unsung heroes, those products that I think are slept on and deserve way more love. And I'm going to put that right in today's video. I think a lot of people fall in love with The Ordinary for their fantastic affordable price point, but there's very little correlation between the best-selling products and the products that actually deliver the most benefit. For me, those unsung heroes are the true ones you should be aware of and feature in your skincare routine, and avoid some of the overhyped ones that actually could be doing more harm than good. I want you to sit back, relax, as we talk the best and worst from The Ordinary. Now, before we get into this video, just the usual reminder to do those YouTubey things. If you haven't already, if you could reach down and give this video a big thumbs up and a like. I want to get that message out there that these unsung heroes could actually be fantastic additions to your skincare routine. By giving the video a like, it's a fantastic way of helping me to achieve that, because the more likes a video gets, the more widely YouTube will distribute it on its platform. Also, when it comes to skincare, always use what works for you. You know, different products will work differently on different skin types. These are just my thoughts, feelings, and ramblings when it comes to these products. And I would love to know what your experiences have been, so sound off in the comments section below. Now, I've got a lot to get through, so shall we just cut the waffle and delve straight on in? And in the spirit of positivity, let's start with those underappreciated slept on products first. And I want to start with The Ordinary Pycnogenol 5%. Now, if I told you there was an ingredient out there which could bind to collagen and protect it from oxidative stress caused by free radicals, which over time will improve the firmness and elasticity of the skin, minimize the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles, you'd be all over that, right? Well, that ingredient is pycnogenol, which is why I find it baffling that nobody talks about this fantastic serum from The Ordinary. You don't really see it in people's skincare routines or hyped up online, and I think that's a real shame. I love pycnogenol. I've got some fantastic benefits. It's also a powerful antioxidant in general. So, whilst I always say there's an antioxidant out there for everyone, if your primary focus from your skincare routine is anti-aging, then pycnogenol might be the one for you. Now, I'm going to do a cheeky little caveat disclaimer here to say I don't actually use The Ordinary pycnogenol, because I get my pycnogenol fix from this, which is the Neod Survival, that I just prefer the texture of. But this is like £20 versus like £8 for the Ordinary version. So if you want to keep it super drugstore, get a wonderful anti-aging antioxidant in your life, reach for The Ordinary pycnogenol. Glides onto the skin, it also hydrates alongside providing that fantastic antioxidant benefit, and it's just a ding true holy grail. Second, in like the underappreciated slept on category, I want to feature this product, The Ordinary amino acids. Now, I was guilty of sleeping on this product too. It wasn't until Patty, who's a fantastic friend and subscriber here on the channel, said, "Rob, you never seem to mention it. Have you tried it?" And I thought, you know what, I haven't. It was actually the last product from The Ordinary collection that I reached for, put through its paces. And I really regret that, because The Ordinary amino acids plus B5 is a stunning serum. Amino acids are skin compatible, which means they create very little risk of irritation. I mean, this could be a great option for people with a sensitive skin type. They also hydrate you to the gods, and that B5 will just add some calming and soothing benefit alongside it. I'm always fangirling about this product, which is the Geek and Gorgeous Liquid Hydration, but it's really difficult to get in the States without paying ridiculously high shipping charges. Well, you don't need to, because this is amino acid based, same way that The Ordinary amino acids are. So these two are kind of very comparable in terms of the outcomes that you're going to get. It's all about personal preference and what amino acid type you want to go for, the formulation and the delivery mechanism. But these two have been true holy grails, and I think it's a shame that The Ordinary don't sing the praises of and make more of their amino acid serum, which is like an amazing, calming, soothing and hydrating addition to your skincare routine. Also, for anyone out there that's heard of buffering, I talk about this a lot, where you break apart your skincare routine from the low pH, such as exfoliating acids, vitamin C's, and your pH-sensitive ingredients, such as peptides. Between the two, you buffer with something that just returns the skin's natural pH and also hydrates and calms and soothes. If you're struggling to find the right buffering serum, reach for The Ordinary amino acids, which would be a fantastic option. This, again, 10 out of 10. Product that I think just needs that little bit more love and attention. Now, finally, I want to talk this product, and I'm laughing because I think maybe this isn't underappreciated, certainly not here on Mad About Skin, because I fangirl about this all the time, but it's The Ordinary lactic acid 10%. The reason I'm including it in like the underappreciated slept on product category is because I don't see a lot of other content creators raving about it. That is starting to change, and you see a shift away from glycolic acid, which is a higher potency exfoliator that can lead to some irritation and dryness, and a real shift to lactic acid, which is more gentle. It's also got humectant qualities to it to hydrate rather than strip the skin. I know that change is happening, but I wish it would happen a little bit sooner, because honestly, since discovering this and switching out my glycolic to this lactic acid, my skin has never been glowier, it's never been more healthy, and honestly, I think this is the thing that's made that biggest difference. They also do 2 concentrations with The Ordinary, a 10% and a 5%. I think for most people, the 10% is the one that I would recommend, because even at that higher concentration, it's still super gentle. But if you have very sensitivity-prone skin, you might want to take it down a notch and go to that 5% just to minimize the risk of any irritation. Whichever you go for, honestly, The Ordinary lactic acid is where it's at. It's also one of the few lactic acid products on the market that actually disclose the percentage, which I think is super important. It's really good that we, the consumer, know exactly what we're putting on our skin, which is why I love brands that are transparent with the percentages of their actives. You don't really get that with a lot of lactic acids, but you do with The Ordinary, and it's the cheapest one out there. Like, I would struggle to find an equally affordable lactic acid to this one that discloses that percentage, which is why I say this is a true hidden gem from The Ordinary, which I adore. Now, unfortunately, with every holy grail comes a total fail, and in this section, I want to talk about the overhyped products from The Ordinary. I don't think there's any other brand out there that I can think of where there's just a lack of correlation between how well a product sells and the performance of it when compared to some of the other products in the collection. These 3 products I'm going to call out are actually the 3 best sellers from The Ordinary, and none of them would I ever feature in my skincare routine. I just don't think they're great formulations. I don't think they're going to give you amazing outcomes. I think there's just better alternatives, which is why I'm super surprised they still get the love and hype and attention that they do, why they sell in such high quantities. Let's start with this product, the little red devil, the peeling solution. We all went mad for this, myself included, like 2 years ago. You saw people layering really thick layers of this product on, leaving it way longer than they should in terms of the time on the skin, and using it every single day. I think the problem with this product is, as humans, we don't really read instructions, and if we do read them, we very rarely follow them. So when you've got a super high potency product like this available over the counter with no face-to-face advice, it just opens itself to misuse. I know that's technically not The Ordinary's fault, because they do give very clear usage instructions, but I think they should probably know that very few people are going to follow them. So the issue with this is, if you use it just slightly ajar of what they actually recommend, you can open your skin up to redness, peeling, sensitivity, irritation, broken down skin barrier, all the things that we try to avoid with our skincare routine. I think even if you use this correctly, the risk of irritation is pretty high just because of how potent this product is. I've learned through my own journey with skincare that when it comes to exfoliation, little, often and consistently is kind of the key to success in the long term, which is why I like to use my lactic acid a couple of times a week. That gives me all the glow and luminosity that I need. I don't need to reach for something super high potency like this, like once or twice a week. It was really doing more harm than good, at least in my experience. What I would say is, if you've got a bottle of this and you're finding it too potent, you can use it on the body, on the elbows, on the knees, on the ankles, anywhere where you have persistent dry skin that you want to tackle. This could really work for you. There's nothing wrong with the product itself. I think it's just a little high potency and risk of misuse by people not reading the instructions or not following them. It's just too great to actually warrant the sales volume that it gets. Their second bestseller is this, The Ordinary Hyaluronic Acid. Now, I think this is the first product that really took off and launched The Ordinary as a brand, so I'm sure they're super grateful for creating this product. But it's also one that I just don't get. So hyaluronic acid is a fantastic humectant. That means when it hits the skin, it attracts and retains moisture within itself, lock it all in, prevents some transepidermal water loss, and humectants are great, particularly on drier skin types. They can also plump out the skin, so if you want like that temporary fix to some fine lines and wrinkles, reaching for a humectant or a hyaluronic acid can be a really good addition to your skincare routine. I think the problem with hyaluronic acid is it's so cheap to formulate with. Brands just throw it into every single product as a little bit of added benefit or a bit of filler ingredient. So really there's zero need for a standalone hyaluronic acid serum. Also, if you use too many humectants, if you layer them on top of each other, eventually they start attracting and drawing out moisture from the deeper layers of the skin, which in the long term can lead to skin dehydration. So it has like the opposite effect. I think the problem with The Ordinary hyaluronic acid is it's just been superseded by hyaluronic acid in every other step of your skincare routine. So there's just no need for it in anyone's life anymore. I'd say if you're still reaching for The Ordinary lactic acid, check the rest of your skincare products. Look on the ingredients list, and I can guarantee sodium hyaluronate or hyaluronic acid will be in each and every one of them. Save yourself a step, save some of your hard-earned coin, toss The Ordinary hyaluronic acid out, and get this fantastic ingredient in the rest of your skincare routine. Now finally, should we talk The Ordinary retinols? Now I think this is cheating because this is technically like 6 products rather than 1, but The Ordinary retinols are not where it's at. Let's do the positives first. I like that they have a range of strengths which will suit different skin types. So that I think is a big tick in the box. I love consumer choice. Beyond that, the formulations are so greasy. They're so difficult to get to absorb into the skin. I think it's very confusing if you look at their website as to what strength you should be going for your individual skin type. And because there's different formulations and types of retinols amongst this, it's really difficult to know whether a 1% is actually stronger than a 2% or not. It becomes a little bit of a minefield, which I think can lead to people misusing these or choosing the wrong ones for their skin type at least. There are better drugstore and affordable retinols on the market, and I covered some of my favourites in a recent video, which I'll link up there. I don't think The Ordinary is where it's at. I've persevered over the years by mixing it with my moisturiser, which does help with absorption, but fundamentally I just think, you know what, if I'm having to do that, it's probably the product that isn't delivering. So I struggle to understand why people are buying these time and time again. Fair to say, there are better drugstore retinols out there, so check out that video if you still haven't found your perfect pairing. You don't need to overpay, and I'm not about that at all, but I don't think The Ordinary is where it's at in terms of retinol formulation. So, there you have it guys, a rundown of my 3 holy grails and my 3 total fails when it comes to The Ordinary. I really hope that those holy grails start getting a little bit more attention and a little bit more love, because I think these 3 products really prove that you can do effective drugstore and affordable skincare that will deliver you fantastic benefits without needing to break the bank. Unfortunately, the products that seem to get the best sales and the most attention online when it comes to The Ordinary are the ones that actually deliver the least benefit or the trickiest to incorporate in your skincare routine. And I think that's a real shame, and hopefully that will change over time. And this video hopefully is just going to be the kick-starting of that change process. Sound off in the comment section below if you have any true unsung heroes from The Ordinary or your thoughts on the collection as a whole. And wherever you are in the world, guys, stay safe, stay well, and love your skin. Take care. Bye.